Archangel Michael says, there's a quiet stirring happening behind your back, one that has been hidden in the soft spaces where hopes and fears meet. Someone you once touched with your light has been carrying a silent wish in their heart, yearning that you have not yet given your soul away. The whispers they send into the universe tremble with the fear of losing the chance to reach you again. You are not forgotten as you may have sometimes believed, nor are you overlooked as the darkness once made you think. There is a person who has been secretly praying that time has not taken you too far beyond their reach. Every breath they take, every day they rise, they carry a sacred hope that you are still untouched, still available, still waiting. This longing was born in silence, growing stronger every time they thought of what could have been if fear had not silenced their voice. Regret clings to them like the morning mist, and love, unspoken but potent, glows in the hidden parts of their soul. You live in their secret prayers, a soft memory they cannot let go of, no matter how many seasons pass. Archangel Michael says, the energy around you is shifting because the time of revelation is approaching faster than you expect. The one who has been dreaming of you will be stirred to action as divine timing unlocks the doors they were too afraid to open before. Prepare your heart, for what was hidden will soon come into full view. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The truth is, they have seen you grow, they have seen your battles, they have seen your silent victories, and through it all, they have hoped you remained unattached. Their soul has been tethered to yours across invisible strings of longing, and they are aching to make things right. The years may have passed, but love has not aged a single day in their heart. When they hear your name or see something that reminds them of you, their heart skips in fear and excitement all at once. It is a feeling they have not been able to bury or destroy, no matter how hard they tried. Every memory, every laughter you shared, every silence you endured together comes rushing back like a tidal wave they can no longer suppress. There are sleepless nights when they replay your conversations, remembering the sound of your voice and the light in your eyes. There are moments when their chest tightens with the desperate hope that somehow, somewhere, destiny has preserved you for them. They carry a wound that only your forgiveness and presence could heal. The angels have been nudging them softly, giving them dreams and signs that it is not too late if they act with courage. Their fears have built walls high and strong, but love, real, raw, and divine love, is hammering down those walls piece by piece. They are starting to see that their silence will cost them more than they are willing to lose. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, destiny has a peculiar way of waiting until the very last moment to unveil its grand plans. It knows the exact timing when two souls who were separated by fear must finally collide by fate. Your patience has been preparing you for the arrival of a love that could not be erased by distance or time. They know your value now in a way they did not fully comprehend before. They see the strength you carried through storms, the gentleness you preserved even when the world tried to harden you. They marvel at the spirit you refused to let be broken. Even now, without speaking to you, they feel connected, sensing your energy across the oceans of silence. Their heart aches for the moment they can stand before you and confess the feelings they have buried for so long. They fear rejection, but the fear of losing you forever is even stronger now. This is why their soul is restless, why their spirit is whispering your name in places even they cannot explain. Your soul calls to them as a lighthouse calls to a lost ship, and they are steering their heart back toward you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. They have been watching you from afar, sometimes in plain sight, sometimes hidden behind false smiles and casual conversations. They check for you without making it obvious, clinging to any small detail they can find about your life. They hold their breath when they hear you may be close, wishing for a chance meeting that could rewrite the future. Inside them, there is a battle between pride and longing, but longing is winning every day now. They do not just hope you are single out of selfishness, they hope because they know that no one could love you the way they have loved you, even if they were too scared to show it before. They believe you are a once-in-a-lifetime soul. In moments of solitude, they have spoken your name aloud, feeling foolish and vulnerable, yet unable to stop themselves. Your absence in their life has created a space no other presence can fill, no matter how hard they have tried to move on. You are irreplaceable to them. Archa. Learning the cost of silence, and heaven itself is stirring to bring the truth to light. The heavens are moving the pieces into place so that what was once delayed can now be fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They imagine what it would be like to see you smile again, truly smile, without walls between you. They wonder what it would feel like to hold your hand without shame, without fear, without the burden of missed chances hanging over them. They crave a new beginning, one rooted in the wisdom they gained from losing you once. You have changed, but so have they. Growth has shaped both of you in ways neither of you could have imagined. The pain you endured was never wasted, it watered the seeds of your strength and compassion. Now they want to be part of the story they abandoned too soon. They want to be the one who stands beside you in storms, not the one who causes them. They want to heal what they once hurt. Their soul is reaching for you with hands trembling in hope and fear. They pray you have not given your forever to someone else yet, because their forever still belongs to you. Even in their dreams, you are the one they search for. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They've been holding back, not because they don't care, but because they care too much and are terrified of being rejected by the only soul they truly desire. The idea that you might already belong to someone else tears at their spirit in silence. And yet, they hold on to the smallest, most fragile thread of hope, that you're still waiting too. Their heart is aching with a depth even they don't fully understand. It's as if the universe won't let them rest until they bring closure to what was once left incomplete. They have cried quietly in the dark, speaking to a version of you that lives in their dreams, asking for forgiveness you haven't yet heard. They know they missed their moment, but they haven't given up on creating a new one. And heaven, in all its mercy, is allowing a window to open. The signs, the dreams, the random reminders, they're all pulling them toward you now. Type Amen to get blessing 919. The spiritual world has not been silent about this. Your name echoes across realms because the energy of love cannot be buried under years of separation. What you both carry is not ordinary, it's divine, appointed, anointed. They've seen you in places where you weren't physically present, and yet your energy lingered. They've felt your warmth in sudden winds and heard your laughter in the quietest corners of their solitude. That is why they're so desperate to know, are you still theirs? Their desire is not rooted in possession, but in reverence. They see you not just as someone they love, but someone they deeply respect now. What they couldn't understand before, they are now ready to protect with everything they are. Archangel Michael says, prepare, because their truth is about to spill, whether they are ready or not. What they say will shatter the silence and flood your spirit with the confirmation you always hoped for. Type Amen to get blessing 1022. They never told their friends how much you meant. They never told their family the depth of their pain. But they carried the memory of you like a sacred jewel, hidden but cherished. When people around them spoke about love, they stayed quiet because they knew what they had lost. And when they were asked if they ever truly loved someone, your name remained unspoken, but their silence was loud. It was always you. The world saw them laugh and move on, but heaven saw their weeping when the night grew too heavy. Every moment they denied their love for you, their spirit weakened. And now, divine power is pushing them to release what they've held in for too long. Soon, the message will come, through a visit, a letter, a voice trembling with truth. When it comes, your heart will know it's real. You'll feel the soul behind it before any word is even said. Type Amen to get blessing 1110. They hoped you stayed single not because they wanted to control your destiny, but because they believe your destiny still includes them. This isn't about obsession, it's about redemption. They believe the love they offer now is far more worthy than what they failed to give before. They had to learn the hard way what it meant to lose you. They had to experience life without your light to understand how rare you truly are. They had to go through others, through emptiness, through self-reflection, to finally come back to you, not as the same person, but transformed. Your absence became the greatest teacher in their life. And now, that lesson is turning into a mission, to find you again and make things right. Their soul is tired of waiting in silence. Archangel Michael says, when love is divine, it doesn't expire, it waits, it transforms, and then it returns with fire in its wings. And this love is returning. Type Amen to get blessing 1221. They check your profile. They listen to old songs you once shared. They walk by places where they last saw you and wonder if they'll ever meet you there again. They still remember the look in your eyes when you cared. That look has haunted them and comforted them in equal measure. It was pure, untainted, and they never found it in anyone else. Their soul is now wide open, exposed, trembling. All they need is one chance, not to repeat history, but to rewrite it with sacred hands. They are not coming to take, they are coming to give. They've cried enough. They've healed enough. And now, they are ready. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The angels have seen your tears, too. They know how many nights you wondered if anyone ever truly loved you. And now, the answer is on its way, in the form of someone who kept your memory locked in the safest chamber of their heart. You may feel hesitant, guarded, or unsure, that is okay. Divine timing does not rush, but it never fails. When they appear, you'll know this isn't coincidence, it's heaven's orchestration. Even your ancestors have whispered this moment into being. The stars have aligned to bring you clarity where there was confusion, peace where there was longing. And now, the soul who couldn't forget you is finding the strength to finally come forward. Archangel Michael says, what was meant to find you will never pass you by. Even if it's taken years. They rehearsed the moment in their mind over and over, the moment they would finally say the truth. Not some version diluted with pride or excuses, but the whole truth, trembling and naked with honesty. That they still love you, that they never stopped, that they've waited in silent hope that you've stayed single, just for the tiniest chance to make it right. They imagine your eyes when you hear them say it. Will you believe them? Will you feel what they feel? These thoughts follow them into every sunset, every quiet morning, and every empty room. They hold on to hope the way a drowning person clings to air. This is no longer about ego. They've been humbled. Broken in the places that refused to bend before. Their pride was their prison, but now their humility is their freedom. And with that freedom comes the courage to seek you again. Type Amen to get blessing 1555. There was a time when they pretended not to care, acted like it didn't hurt to watch you walk away. But it did. It shattered them in ways they couldn't show the world. Now, the mask is off. Their soul is naked in the presence of truth, and the only thing they want is you. Not for attention, not for control, but because no one has ever filled the space you left. Their dreams speak louder now. They see your face when they sleep. And when they wake, there's a soft ache in their chest, a reminder that the person they need may have moved on. But still, they pray. That if there's even the smallest space left in your heart for them, they can plant something eternal there. Type Amen to get blessing 1626. Archangel Michael says, you are not imagining the shift. The spiritual realm is opening portals for divine reunion. What once seemed lost is being drawn together by the hands of angels. You were never alone in this. Even in your silence, your spirit was calling to theirs. You may not have spoken, but your soul never stopped whispering their name in dreams. You had every reason to walk away, every reason to forget. But you didn't, not truly. Because what connected you was beyond the physical. It was rooted in the divine. This is why heaven is moving now. This is why the fire is rising again. Because some loves are written in the stars and signed by the breath of angels. Type Amen to get blessing 1711. They have cried while reading old messages. They've held on to gifts, photos, even your voice memos like sacred relics. Nothing ever replaced you, not even time. They fear it may be too late. But still they hope. Still they hold on to the thought that love that real doesn't just disappear. They've watched people come and go, but no connection ever matched the depth they felt with you. Others laughed, touched, smiled, but it never reached their soul the way you did. You taught them what true love felt like, and now, they are returning with the maturity to hold it right. Their hands are open, their soul ready. And heaven is watching closely. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. The person you thought had moved on, never really did. They smiled in front of others, but died a little inside every time they thought of what they let go. Now, they want to breathe again, and only you can make that possible. They've written letters they never sent. Typed out messages and deleted them. Stood at your door in their dreams, begging for one more moment with you. This isn't infatuation. This is legacy. This is soul bond. And heaven has chosen now to break the silence between you two. Archangel Michael says, they are on their way, spiritually, emotionally, and soon physically. They are coming. Heal what they once broke. Type Amen to get blessing 1944. You might feel your spirit vibrating lately. Like something is shifting, because it is. Their spirit is pulling toward yours, and the universe is removing everything that once stood between you. Doors are opening that were once locked. Roads are clearing. And the voice of God is whispering through signs and visions that this union is blessed. You were meant to love without fear. You were meant to receive the kind of love that never fades. And now, the one who failed to give it before is preparing to offer it in full. They will speak soon. And when they do, the angels will surround you both. The moment will be holy. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Their soul has learned the value of presence. That being with you, even in silence, was more valuable than all the noise they've drowned in since. They are done running. They are done hiding. Now, they are watching the skies for signs. Watching numbers repeat. Waking up at strange hours with your name on their mind. These are not coincidences, these are confirmations. You've been feeling it too, the gentle tug, the whisper from within. You've tried to brush it off, but the truth won't be denied. Their soul is coming to meet yours again. Archangel Michael says, open your heart, you are not being deceived. This is real. This is love rewritten by grace. Type Amen to get blessing 2117. They are preparing something. Not just words, but a presence, a gesture, a return that will shake the foundation of your heart. It won't be small, because what they feel for you has never been small. You'll feel their energy before they arrive. You'll know something is near when your surroundings begin to feel charged with unseen movement. The angels will be surrounding your path, orchestrating everything. There will be no more confusion. No more wondering. No more questioning if they cared. The silence will end. And the moment they step forward, you'll realize heaven has answered a silent prayer you never thought would be heard. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. They wanted to see you win, but they wanted to be part of that victory too. And now that they see your light glowing even brighter, they are drawn back like a moth to flame. They know this is their last chance to stand beside you in truth. They'll admit they messed up. They'll admit they were scared. But most of all, they'll admit that they never stopped loving you. The distance has tortured them. The thought of you building a life without them kept them awake night after night. But they didn't come to interrupt, they came to restore. And they won't come with arrogance. They'll come with trembling hands and a willing heart, finally ready to give you what they couldn't before, everything. Type Amen to get blessing 2343. Archangel Michael says, what you're feeling is not in your imagination, it's a divine connection being reactivated. They are being spiritually awakened. And now they realize, the love they once feared is the only thing that ever made them feel alive. This time, they will choose you out loud. No more hiding, no more hesitation. If the world questions it, they won't care, because what they feel now burns with sacred fire. They dreamed of dancing with you in peace. They envisioned days where your laughter echoed through their home. Now, they want to turn those dreams into reality. Their heart is a battlefield of regret and hope. But hope is winning. And that hope has a name, your name. Type Amen to get blessing 2454. They don't just want to return. They want to build. To stay. To prove that they've changed. That they can hold your heart and never drop it again. They will be nervous. You might see their hands shake or their voice crack. But listen to the silence between the words, that's where their true soul will speak. They have tasted love elsewhere and found it bland. They have walked with others but only felt your absence stronger. Now, they are no longer searching, they've realized they already found you, and they let you slip. But this time, if you let them in, even a little, they'll never let go again. That is their vow. Type Amen to get blessing 2581. You may find yourself feeling emotional without knowing why. You may see flashes of old memories, songs that hit harder than they should, faces in the crowd that resemble them. These are signs. They are thinking of you. Constantly. And the energy of their thoughts is reaching you in the spirit. The universe is aligning things in your favor. What was delayed is now being accelerated. What was hidden is about to be revealed. And when that moment arrives, when you finally hear the truth from their lips, it will heal wounds that ran deeper than you admitted, even to yourself. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. They know now that true love is not about perfection. It's about presence. It's about choosing each other, again and again, through every storm. They see your worth in ways they never did before. And now, that realization has become a burden on their soul, one they must relieve by coming back to you in full honesty. The divine realm is not silent about this reunion. It is being watched, guarded, and blessed. You were always meant to be more than just a memory to them, you were meant to be home. And home is calling them back. Every moment they ignored that call only made the cry louder. Type Amen to get blessing 2777. Archangel Michael says, prepare your spirit. Because what's about to unfold will not just surprise your mind, it will shake your soul. This is divine timing at its purest. You are not being set up for disappointment. You are being set up for destiny. For divine restoration. For closure that turns into new beginnings. The love you planted in them never died. It may have gone dormant, but now it's bursting through the surface like a flower breaking through winter soil. They are coming. Not to haunt your peace, but to finally be your peace. Type Amen to get blessing 2888. They hoped you stayed single because they wanted to believe they still had a place beside you. But what they are realizing now is deeper, they want to be worthy of that place. They're not coming to play with your heart. They're coming to guard it. To honor it. To finally love it the way you always deserved. And when they speak, it won't just be words, it will be soul language. The kind that echoes beyond this world. The kind that feels like truth wrapped in grace. When it happens, you'll know, this wasn't an accident. It was prophecy. It was divine love, circling back to its rightful home. Type Amen to get blessing 3000.